Okay, we are live. What's up, people? It's been a while. As always, but we are back, and yeah, we'll see how consistent or inconsistent I'm gonna be now on this streaming shit, because I've been working on the game and trying to figure out some other stuff. Thank you for being here. If you're here, appreciate it. Wherever you are on Twitch and YouTube, appreciate it. How are you? Thank you for being here. Let me know if you're in the chat so we can start talking. Null Dot, what's up, dude? Null Dot says, hey nerdy on Twitch, how are you? How is life? How has life been for you? It's been a while. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And today I think I'm just gonna model, people. I'm just gonna model. Null Dot says, está lloviendo como el carajo. Not here, dude. It's been raining around here a bit less than where you live, I'm pretty sure, because where Null Dot lives there's more forest, so I'm pretty sure you have a bigger amount of rain. Thanks for being here, dude. How is your game development, your art going, your everything going, your pixel art and everything? Okay, let me see. By the way, está lloviendo como el carajo means it's fucking raining as shit. No, that says, help nerdy, I'm drowning and I think I'm getting sick. What? No, you're not drowning, dude. This is bullshit. Your house is not underwater. If not, you wouldn't be here on Twitch. Okay, people, let me create a new model. I'm gonna start with this new idea. I don't know how the fuck am I gonna do this, but I'm gonna figure this out. So today I just wanted to model. I'm not thinking about programming or puzzles today. Just wanted to do a bit of modeling. I don't know if I'm gonna work today in Unreal Engine. We will see. At least maybe I can keep moving models back and forth between BlockBench and Unreal. Yeah. No, that says, how do you know? I may be a motherfucking fish. Maybe you're a fish, dude. But I know where you live, and I am pretty sure there is no water close to where you live. And yeah, there's no flooding also where you live, so you are just crazy. What have you been up to, dude? What have you been working on these days? Okay, people, let me go and grab some references. Yeah, so I am gonna model a plane. Yeah, I am gonna model a plane because I've been thinking about some ideas for cutscenes. Yeah, for cutscenes. We're not gonna be able to fly this plane. This is gonna be some cutscene type of shit. No, that says, I'm forking a GitHub repo. Which one, dude? Why are you forking it? Are you gonna work on top of it? And which are you forking also, by the way? That sounds really, really cool. Okay, people, let me copy a couple of these references. Yeah, I'm gonna have different type of references. Yeah, let me see this one. Shinden, airplane. I think in Godzilla they had a cooler one. Yeah. Kyushu J7W1 Shinden. I like this plane. Fuck yeah. No, that says, I'm making new D bindings for a networking library called ENET. D, people, if you're watching, D is another programming language, just like C. So they just named it as the letter, right? And Null Dot works with D. So Null Dot is working on a networking library called ENET. Is this some type of personal project, dude? Or some type of homework from university? Let me see what ENET is. ENET D programming. Yeah, dude, this sounds fucking difficult. So which type of project is this one? Null Dot says, nah, just helping that community. The D community or the ENET community? Which of both of the communities? Okay, people, let me start copying a couple of these images. Yeah, I'm gonna get different references from different places. Let me open up this one, visual refs. We're gonna move around here, and I'm just gonna create a new canvas. Yeah, let me create a new canvas. Okay, here it is. No, that says no, search for ENET library. Ah, okay, dude, let me go and check that out then. Yeah, ENET library. ENET purpose is to provide a relatively thin, simple and robust network communication layer on top of UDP. Yeah, Yeah, this sounds fucking difficult. Some shit that I do not understand. Is it this one, dude? Is this the one that you're forking? Sounds fucking difficult, dude. Yeah. This sounds difficult. Nolden says the community, they already have init bindings, but they're outdated. I'm remaking them based on CPLC fork of init. Yeah. Ah, interesting. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how the fuck to do all of the shit that you're talking about, dude. Sounds really, really difficult, dude. Yeah. Dude, how many projects have you contributed? To how many open source projects have you contributed? Is this your vibe, working in open source projects? Okay, people, let me... Did I copy that one? Okay, yeah, here it is. This is a new canvas, right? Yeah. Okay, I got that one. And let me see this other one. I am pretty fucking sure these guys from this movie based this plane on this one. That is like the exact influence of that plane, which is really fucking cool. Yeah, let me copy this one. No, that says very few. I just opened GitHub issues to get the bugs fixed. Okay, dude. Have you ever... What is like the biggest project you have ever contributed on GitHub? Okay, let me see. Oh shit, I fucking love this movie. Shit. Ugh. You seen these fucking planes, dude? Yes. I wanted to be a pilot when I was growing up, by the way. I think many of us wanted to be a pilot when we were growing up. But this was one of my dreams, becoming a combat pilot. Yeah, not everything happens in life as you want, right? But yeah, the dream is still there on the back of my mind. That'd be really cool, right? No, that says this will be the first time I actually will make something big, contributing to a big project on GitHub, right? Shit, that sounds overwhelming. Yeah, because I imagine a lot of people are contributing to this repo, right? And who manages this one? Who manages the pull requests and everything? Who approves the pull requests? Okay, people, let me copy a couple of these ones. I like that fucking Shinden plane. Is there another like an anime version of this? No, that says probably the biggest was another D bindings you made for Ray TMX. Shit, dude. Shit. Yeah, that sounds... Those sound like big fucking projects, dude. Yeah, I have never contributed to something of that sort, because I do not have the expertise. It would be really cool at some point in my life to be working in some open source projects, right? Oh shit, dude. Is that shit fucking happening again? Yeah, I am seeing that the fucking screen goes dark sometimes in OBS, like my Windows screen. It doesn't happen for me. It doesn't happen. It happens in OBS on the Mac. Yeah, so I'm very sorry about that if it keeps happening a lot. Okay, let me copy this one. Yeah, I think we are set and I can start kind of modeling what I'm looking for. Ah, shit, I fucking love these fucking airplanes. What about this one, dude? Oh shit, this one looks fucking cool also. No, that says it's another member of the D community. I talked today with him if he was okay with me forking and doing a pull request to resurrect the bindings, and he said he was cool with it. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Must be exciting, right? Yeah, contribute to something big and knowing that one has one's code is part of a bigger project, right? Okay, I think we are set, people, and we can go and start kind of modeling this. Yeah, shit. Yeah, this is gonna be for some kind of cool fucking cutscene, because I am not gonna make this fucking plane fly and be controllable by the player. Yeah. But anyways, I think we are set. Yeah, let's fucking start. Let's go into BlockBench. So null. Yeah, dude, exciting shit, dude. Contributing to an open source project. I wouldn't even know how to do something of that sort. So sounds hard, dude. Sounds really hard. So props to you for taking on that challenge, because it must be a challenge, right? Okay, let me bring this one here and this one here. Oh my god, dude. Okay, there it is. Okay, I think you people are not gonna be able to see most of the references, but it's okay. I'm gonna work here in BlockBench in the left. It is what it is. Okay, let's fucking start. This is interesting. This is some interesting shit. Yeah, because I'm gonna use Pixel Basher in a cool way. But I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna start modeling first, and then I'm gonna do the unwrapping. Yeah, so let me think. Yeah, a cuboid. And how fucking big or small is this gonna be? Yeah, let me analyze this. Janimal, what's up, my dude, brother? Appreciate it. Janimal says on YouTube, good morning, quick hello, how are you, dude? How is life? How is Unreal Engine going for you? Your work, your family, your new house? Thank you for coming, my dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying to start modeling a plane here, dude. So I had that idea in the back of my mind, and I had been procrastinating it a lot. So I'm gonna stop procrastinating this idea. Okay, let me think. I'm thinking about something here, about the pixel density of the textures. Yanimal says, been having VPN issues on the work laptop and forced to go to the office every day. Shit, dude. Ah, shit. That must be shitty, right? Because of the traffic in Manila, the Philippines. Yanimal says not much time for projects. Yeah, I'm very sorry, dude. Yeah, I am very sorry to hear that. I know that you enjoyed a lot working at home, right, and everything. So I hope you can fix all of the issues that you're having. Yanimal says nice to catch the stream for a bit. Yeah, dude. Because I haven't been consistent streaming. Have been working on the game, but have been locked in. Sending some applications for a couple of festivals and events and shit. So yeah, dude, I just don't have the right mindset on some days to come and do some streaming. But today I was chill, went through the weekend, all chill. I am recharged, so yeah, I am happy to be back today, and I'm happy you're here also. Yamu says, what are you building today? I am gonna make a plane, dude. Yeah, I got some references here. Yeah, I am modeling a plane because I am gonna have a plane in some specific parts of the game. We're not gonna be able to fucking fly the plane. This is for something like cutscenes, right? This is not a fucking flying planes game. I gotta clear that out. Yeah, but I had been thinking about those cutscenes, dude, in which I use planes, and today I'm gonna start working on that. Okay, let me think. I'm thinking about the pixel density and everything. Yeah, I may start with Pixel Basher first, I think. Yeah, maybe. What about you, Yanimal? How's life? How's everything, dude, besides the issues that you told me that you've been having with your internet and everything? Yeah, I hope you are well, dude. You are well in your health. Yanimal says, wow, cutscenes. Yeah, dude, cutscenes. Gotta add a bit of those, right? Hideo Kojima style. That motherfucker has way too many fucking cutscenes. I fucking love his games, but the fucking cutscenes are fucking long. No, so I am not going Hideo Kojima style. There are gonna be shorter type of cutscenes. Okay, people, let me think about this. Let me fire up Aseprite so I can be going back and forth between one thing and the other. Okay. Yeah, let me just think. Yeah, I'm thinking about the pixel density of how am I gonna approach this. If I go with the texture first or the modeling first. I may go with the texture first, but I wanna know what the sizing of this would be. Yeah, okay, let me open up a project. Yeah, to see like the pixel density. Gentleman says monsoon is here. Lots of cooler, rainy weather. Good for gaming and for sleeping also, right? Yeah, it's also been raining here in Central America, dude. We were just talking about the rain with Null Dot earlier, because it's been raining a lot here, but not that bad. Just chill kind of rain. Animal says, you got a standing desk. Fuck yeah, dude. Could you send a picture on the Discord? That would be really cool. Are you like Linus Torvalds now, working on a standing desk and shit? Fuck yeah, dude. That sounds like a really cool idea, dude. Yeah, especially for people like you and me who are older, right? We gotta take care of our back and be in good health and good shape and shit. Standing desk sounds like a good idea, dude. Okay, this one. Let me think about this one. Yeah, 1 2 3 1 3. Yeah, I'm thinking about the sizing of the plane and shit. The animal says, do you get floods in your area? No, not in my area. To the north of Honduras, yes, we do get a lot of flooding, bad flooding, but not in my area because I live in a higher area in the middle of the mountains. Yeah, so this is not a floodable area, but Honduras does have bad areas for flooding. The animal says standing even half an hour at a time is great. Yeah, dude, it is good for your health, both for your like physical shape, right, and also for your back health. It's good for both things. Okay, people, let me think. Yeah, 1 2 3. Should I make it? Yeah, I'm thinking about the sizing of this. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, let me see a house. Yeah, let me go and check out. Okay. The train could be interesting. Do I have the project of the train to see like a reference? Yeah, train. The animal says posture improves indeed. Yeah, dude, exactly. Posture improves. Oh, here's the train. Okay, this is a good reference. Okay, do I have the same grid? Yeah, 16. Okay, on the sides. Yeah, let me think. I'm trying to have a clear idea. Okay, so this one has 16 32 48 16 32 48, and this one goes on the top. So, okay, so the plane would be 32 on the sides. Yeah, Animal says, okay, time to make breakfast. Listening though, thank you, my dude, appreciate you coming. Go and have a good breakfast, appreciate it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna go with 32 on this one. Okay, let's fucking start this shit. New file. Okay, grid 16 on this one. Okay, there it is. Let's start. Let me see the references of this. Yeah, this is gonna be really fucking interesting to make. You'll see. This is gonna be an interesting process. A lot of trial and error, I think. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me start with what the fuck am I gonna start on this one. Front view panels. Okay, can you see that? Yes, you can, right? Yeah, which is the first one I'm gonna grab? Okay, let me think. Okay, oh, fuck. Shit. Let me fucking open that shit again. Okay, no. I just don't have a clear image of how am I gonna approach this one. I'm figuring out shit today. on the fly. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's start with this shit. 32. Okay, yeah, 32. Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be cool. How fucking big or small are we gonna make this one? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me fucking open that shit again. Okay, let me open up the train here so I can have a clear image of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, train 02. Okay, this one. Okay, view, grid, show, grid. Okay, this one. This is the side. Yeah, I'm thinking like all of the sizing for the Spaceman. Okay. So how big or how small? Yeah, it could be a bit smaller than this one. Maybe. Or it could be... Nah, this could be, yeah, the same sizing of the plane, I think. So how many pixels do we have here? Okay, this one, let me analyze this one. This is 192, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of those sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit, people, I am very, very sorry. Because I can see like OBS shit in the bed and losing the image of my Windows computer. I don't know why that has been happening, but it's been happening. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's 12. Okay. So now 12 seems fucking big, so let's try 10, I think. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, 12 seems like a bit too much for this shit. Okay, so this is gonna be for the sides. Okay, let me see this shit. Okay, let's start adding some scenes here. So with which one would we add those scenes? Okay, let me see. Do we have something here for that? Physics! Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam, dude. How are you? Now I know how to answer to that phrase, people. Physics taught me. I didn't know how to answer to this. How are you, dude? Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. How has life been for you? How are you feeling today in this nice Monday? I hope it's a nice Monday. Yeah. For most of us, at least. Okay, let me see. Physics says I'm good, man. I'm happy, dude. I'm happy you're good. How's the family? How is the job? Yeah. Thanks for being here, dude. I'm just trying to build a plane today. Physics says eating Taco Bell. That's what speak. Fuck yeah, dude. Taco Bell sounds like a good idea, indeed. Yeah. Shit, dude. Dude, I don't think I even remember when I had Taco Bell. I was way too young when Taco Bell was in Honduras, and then they went bankrupt, and then they went away from the country and shit. So I don't have it on my memory, but people say it's good. Oh shit, people. The image keeps fucking going dark in OBS from the main monitor. I am very sorry about that. I will just keep speaking. We can just keep talking. That is not happening to me. It's just happening in OBS. Physics says it's edible, but I wouldn't say it's good. Taco Bell, dude. I've heard people liking it a lot, dude. Also, people having issues with the aftermath of it, right? When you go to the bathroom. I've heard those stories also. Do you have that issue also, Physics? Okay, let me see, people. What the fuck am I gonna use here? Yeah, so we can add those kind of like seams. Physics says I just sit for the fiber so I can use the bathroom. Oh, so yeah, it is effective for that, as I was mentioning. Yeah, I have seen the memes. I've seen the memes about Taco Bell and it being effective to go for going to the bathroom. I have seen that. Shit. Oh shit, dude, that is crazy. Okay, let me see. Nah. Ah, this one. Yeah. Where the fuck is it? Okay. Here it is. Okay, this one. Ah, so I'm gonna need 2 of those. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that is way too fucking long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so this one should go up until there. Okay, awesome. Physics, what is your favorite fast food, American fast food? What is like your go-to fast food, the one that you really like, that you not only eat for the fiber? Ah, yeah, this is a cool idea. Let me see if I can bring yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. Oh yes, fuck yeah, I like this shit. Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, should I make this one darker? Yeah, let me see. Physics says Chipotle, maybe. Wendy's for the Frosties. The Frosties are good, dude. They are good everywhere, not only in the US. I also like Frosties for the Wendy's for the Frosties. I have never tried Chipotle. Yeah, that one has never been here in Honduras. Yeah, interesting, right? Because yeah, let me see Chipotle. Yeah, let me see Chipotle food. Yeah, interesting, because it looks kind of Latin American in a way, right? I suppose the influence is from Mexico, right? Yeah, because of the name, the Chile Chipotle. So yeah, it's like a Mexican grill. Yeah, it's interesting. We don't have Chipotle here in many countries of Latin America. Yeah, so the Latin Americanized foods are not here. Yeah, because I think we just have the real thing, and people find it for cheap, way cheaper than things like Chipotle in the US. So I don't think it's the right market for this kind of things, Latin America. Yeah, so I would totally understand why it doesn't exist in many places in Latin America. Okay, people, let me go back here into Pixel Basher. Should I duplicate that one? Okay, I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that one there. Yeah. Interesting. Basic says the current CEO of Chipotle is the ex Taco Bell CEO. That sounds like some pretty good lore, some pretty good fast food American lore. Yeah, this is some type of shit like AMD and Nvidia CEOs being cousins, right? Yeah. That's the power of power. Okay, let me analyze this. Yeah, I'm gonna make a very simple texture, and then I'm gonna go and edit it. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's export this shit to the clipboard. Yeah, let me create a new one here. Okay, so this one, I don't know how much. Yeah, how much information are we gonna need here? Physics says, oh, it's the COO, not the CEO. Oh, so the COO of Chipotle is the ex Taco Bell CEO. That is how it is, right? Yeah, that's interesting, dude. That guy must really love his American Mexican food. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome. Physics says, yeah. Yeah, does he look Mexican, dude, at least? He should look fucking Mexican, dude. Because he's been like managing these companies. It would make a lot of sense if he was a Mexican type of looking guy. Physics says Chalupa's trademark. Is that another restaurant? Is this another Mexican American restaurant? Okay, people, let me move this one here. Shit. Okay, let me enable show the grid. Physics says no, these are white guys, which is very fucking ironic, dude. Them having so much power over the Mexican food. Yeah, that is funny, dude. That is funny. Yeah. Who created Chipotle, dude, and who created Taco Bell? Whose idea was it? I assume Taco Bell must be like from Texas type of shit, right? Some Tex-Mex type of shit. Some family of Mexican heritage, some American family, right, with Mexican heritage, some shit like that. Physics says chalupas is a Taco Bell item. It's a thick tortilla deep fried until it's hard and in the shape of a hard taco. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen those. I know those. I didn't know they had a trademark on that fucking word. That is fucking crazy. Yeah, dude. I have heard the word chalupa, dude, but I didn't know there was a fucking trademark on that. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna clean this shit later, by the way. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how the UEs are gonna work on this thing. Okay, let me see. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, 16, yeah, 32. Okay, let's do this shit here. So how many pixels would this be? This one would be 160. Okay, 160 by 32. So on this axis, suppose 160 on this one. Yeah, okay, there it is. And on this one, 32. And on this one, 32 also. Yeah, so that is the start of our plane, as stupid as it may look. I may just go and apply this shit already, this texture, just for the sake of seeing how it starts to look. Let me go and change the canvas size. Yeah. Okay. Is this enough space for all of this information? I suppose. 448 by 192. Yeah, I think I would hope that this is more than fucking enough. I would say that it's even too much. So let me make this one a bit smaller, I think. Yeah, so it's something like that. So how much do we have now? We've got 336 by 192. Okay, let's go with that one, I think. I gotta be fucking sure, because if not, then I'm gonna have that same fucking issue I had the other day, in which I was changing UVs while I was changing the fucking texture and then changing the fucking mesh, and I got myself into really big fucking trouble. So yeah, better to have more than less. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, so this shit. Let me go and apply this one. Okay, let's import the texture. Physics says, if you don't mind, do you think you can reduce the cursing a little bit? Okay, dude. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, let me see. Let me save this one. Yeah, let me see. What is this one? This one's gonna be plain 01 plain 01. Yeah, export. Where did I export that? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, no. What am I doing here? Yeah, okay, let me see. Export as. Dude, why don't you let me? Okay. First success. Love you, bro. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Love you too. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Okay, let me see. Unreal Spaceman Memories. Do I have vehicles? Okay, this one's gonna be plane. I'm just gonna name it plane. Maybe we have many planes. Who knows? Okay, so this was gonna be plane 1. Here 1. Let's save this one. This is gonna be plane 1. Let's save it. Export. Let me go back into BlockBench. Okay, let's import this texture. Links. Okay, let's apply this thing. Texture plane. Okay, there it is. Let me select the whole thing, and I can do the unwrapping and all of this. Auto unwrapping, I think. Yeah, auto UV. Yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, that looks like a smooth unwrapping. Interesting. Okay, let me see if we can start with something here. I may do this plane also red. I like that, the red plane. Okay, let me see. On that Ghibli movie, the plane was also red. Yeah. Yeah, the plane was also red, right? Yeah, red planes are very iconic. Yeah, Porco Rosso was also red. Yeah, red planes are iconic, so I may go for a red plane, I think. Yeah, not a bad idea, just like this one. Okay, let's continue here. I'm gonna think about colors later. Let me start subdividing this so I can have a clear idea of how the model will go. Okay, let me see this one. Loop cut on this axis. Loop cut on this axis and this one. Yeah. Okay, let me analyze it. We cannot add a lot of subdivisions. I gotta keep this thing low poly, right? Physics asks, what are you modeling? I am modeling a plane, dude. I have a couple references. I'm gonna get ideas from all of them and stuff. So yeah, I am modeling a plane today, dude. That's what I'm working on. What about you? What have you been working on, dude? Okay, let me think. Yeah, how pointy or not pointy? Yeah. Okay, I am gonna start rounding this thing first. Okay, how round or not round is it gonna be or not be? Let me see on this axis. Let's resize this one. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, we're getting there. Physics says just studying Islam. I spend a few hours every night studying. How many hours, dude? Is it hard? Is it something that you gotta like get into the meats and potatoes to understand the concepts? Okay, let me think about this. Let me see. Yeah, I'm thinking about how pointy or not pointy I'm gonna do this. Let me add a couple of subdivisions here. Yeah, loop cut on that one, another loop cut on this one, and another loop cut on this one, another loop cut on this one. Okay, yeah. So should I use mirror modeling on this one? Maybe. Let me see if I move this one. Physics says no, the concepts are clear. A lot of topics though, so every day I learn a little more. Watch lectures, read the commentaries. Okay, dude. Yeah, I haven't studied any type of scriptures in any way. So yeah, I wouldn't know how complex or non-complex they may be from any religion, by the way. Yeah, not only that one. What is the concept of studying? Is this? Yeah, theology. Okay, so theology encapsulates all of religions, I think, right? Yeah. So this would be theology, what you're studying, right? Physics says if you have a good translation, it's easy to understand. Okay. Physics says we believe that gaining knowledge is a way to worship Allah. Does it have to be any type of knowledge, or it has to be specific knowledge of the Quran? Okay, people, let me think about this one. Yeah, this looks cool already. I am excited about this one. Yeah. I like the cockpit of this one, which looks like this one. But I like the wings of this one. Yeah, we'll see which one we're gonna keep, but this is a nice thing to work on today. Okay, let me analyze this. The shaping. Okay, I like this blue one. Yeah, that blue one is cool. Okay. So it seems like this would be bigger from physics says any knowledge as long as it's halal can be a form of worship, but knowledge of Islam has more rewards because it teaches you how to live your life. What is halal, dude? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I've heard the word and everything. I just don't know the meaning of it. Okay, let me see this one. Loop cut on this one, on this direction. Okay, let's add a couple here. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Physics is halal means allowed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that regarding food. Yeah. I didn't know it was not only for food. I've heard that people say that is not halal or that is halal and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So this one, should I resize it in this way? Too much. What about this one? Resize on this one. Yeah, interesting. So, okay, so maybe to the back. Yeah, how curved is this gonna be? Physics says chicken is halal, but for example pork is haram, which means it's not allowed. Okay. Yeah, so halal is the opposite of haram. Yeah. Did you ever eat pork, dude, when you were growing up? Is that a common thing in the Cuban culture, or you have never tried it? Okay, let me see. Okay, let me grab this edge loop and this one. I think I have modeling. Yeah, mirror modeling. No. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let me disable that one. Yeah, let's disable that one. Physics says, yeah, I'm Cuban. Most Cuban food has pork in it. I know, dude. I know. There has been a big restaurant here in Honduras owned by a Cuban guy called Rincón Cubano, which would mean like the Cuban corner. And I remember when I was going on the school bus every day, dude. Every day of my childhood, I clearly remember outside of the restaurant a small pig being roasted. They roasted a small pig every day on that restaurant. Yeah, outside they had the roasting stuff outside of the restaurant. It is an image. It's a very clear image I have of my childhood, going passing through that restaurant from this Cuban guy. Okay, let me see this one. Okay. Detective Pakaku, hi gang, how it's going? Says Pakaku on Twitch. All is going good, my friend. How about you? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it, Pakaku. How have you been? How is your studying going? Your 3D modeling going? Your game development going? Your game playing going? Thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate it. How are you? How are you? I hope you're not anxious, right? Okay, let me see this one. Let me resize. Oh. Okay, let me see this. We have a duplicate there. Pakaku says, I have been super lazy this past week, but I have some ideas cooking. How are things here? Things are good today, my friend. I am working on a plane. That's what I'm modeling right now. So if you're wondering, what is NerdyPunkDev doing today? I am modeling a plane, low poly plane. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to fly this plane. This is for a couple cutscenes for a specific character I have in mind. So yeah, I am working on that. Yeah, what are the ideas that you have that you're cooking? Pakaku says, hell yeah, plane, let's go. I love planes, dude. A lot. Like, a lot, dude. I grew up idolizing airplanes and wanting to be a combat pilot. So yeah, I'm very happy to be working on this today. Okay, let me see this one. Yeah, it doesn't do the... Okay, so I'm gonna do it in this way. Basic says 1D planes or 2D planes. This is gonna be a 2.5D plane. Or are you asking about the planes that I loved when I was growing up? I think it was just regular airplanes, dude. Or are you talking about planes, like the flat plane? Which of all are we talking about today? Okay, let me grab this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I need this edge loop, but it seems like I cannot select it as I would like, because it selects the other thing. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Physics says, no, I'm making a play on words. Yeah, I think I got it. I got it a bit, because it was coming from you. Yeah, so I think I kind of understood what you were going for there. Oh, what happened there? Yeah. Okay, let me grab this vertex. Okay, this is gonna be the front. Okay, let me change this one. Okay, switch face crease. Switch face crease on this one. Physics is trying to keep my jokes halal. Okay. That must be hard for you, right, dude? That must be really, really hard for someone like you, keeping your jokes halal. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let me switch this one. So what's happening there, dude? Yo, Pakaku, what are the ideas that you're cooking? I am intrigued now. Okay, let's just select the whole edge loop that I need. Okay, so this one. Oh, I almost cursed, but physics told me that I should curse less, so I'm gonna try it. Physics says Allah makes it easy if we put the effort. It is hard for me, dude, to not to make jokes halal. Very, very hard. Okay, what was I gonna do here? Yeah, let me see it from this side. Okay, so this one I am gonna do it in that way, and on this axis also. Oh, what happened there, dude? Gosh. I wasn't even editing what I wanted. Akaku says they up here, nerdy. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I didn't read that one. Pakaku says, I think I'm gonna make some magic staffs and shit. Also hoping to finish the spear I was working on and move on to maybe something other than weapons. Pakaku says, I will reply to the wrong message. Yeah, don't worry, dude. I got the right one. Yeah, magic staffs. Also hoping to finish the spear you were working on and move on to maybe something other than weapons. Okay, dude, so you gotta lock in. Sounds like a lot of work. You gotta lock in this week, dude. We gotta lock in this week. Not only you. All of us gotta lock in this week. Oh, what happened, dude? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I gotta be careful of not duplicating the wrong thing. Okay, let me resize this one on this axis. This one on this axis. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting the fuselage of this plane. Hell yeah. Let me see this one. Akaku says, locking in isn't my nature, but I'll try my best. I know, dude. I know how it is having a non-locking in type of nature. No, it's not easy, right? Yeah, dude, we just want to like chill and stuff, and yeah, but it's a good experiment, right? To try to do it. Pakaku, when are you starting your classes on the university you got accepted? Physics says on YouTube. Remember the one chicken that survived the attack? Yeah, I remember the chicken. Physics says we gave her to the neighbor and today they messaged us that she had babies. Oh, that's crazy. So how many eggs did she put? That is crazy. So this was a blessed chicken, lucky chicken. This chicken survived an attack, people. A bad attack on Physics farm. So I'm happy for the chicken. Physics says 3 babies. Oh, they're gonna have their own farm. They are gonna have their own chicken farm in that house. That's cool, dude. Is this the neighbor next to your house? Pakaku says on Twitch, starting in January, so I got some breathing room here. Okay, dude, yeah, like 6 months, right? To just chill. Yeah, dude, you should chill, because then you're gonna have to lock in, right? So you should take this month to get a girlfriend and stuff. Or are you aiming to get a girlfriend in the university, Pakaku? What are the plans regarding that matter? That specific matter? Okay, let me see, people. Let me think about this one. Okay, let me see. If I move this one like too much here. Oh yeah, interesting. But I need another subdivision there, it seems, right? Or not. No. Let me see from the top. No, from the top. Yeah, you'll see what I'm gonna try to do. Basic says, yeah, just a few homes away, your neighbor get married. Dating is haram. Dude, it's hard. It's hard to get married and also to date. Both are hard, dude. But Cactus says, haven't thought about it, to be honest. That's good, dude. Don't put the type of pressure on yourself. Just go and have fun and stuff. Yeah, think about locking in and learning how to program and stuff. Yeah, because Pakaku's gonna study computer science and stuff. So yeah, dude, it's not something to put a lot of your mind into it, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, and yeah, you'll see what I'm trying to do here, people. And this is, I could do this with the edge loops, but I cannot do it with the edge loops. I have to do it from the top. Okay, let me see. Pakaku, is in that university, the one that you're going, is there this thing? What was this thing called? The one that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to join in the social network? Yeah. What are those clubs called that they have in the US universities? We don't have that stuff in the rest of the countries. What is the name of that? It's these clubs that they have, right? They're very exclusive and stuff. Physics says, bro, I've been playing LinkedIn Queen's puzzle game every day. It's so addicting. What? Fraternities. Yeah, the fraternities. The frats. Yeah, Pakaku, the frats. Yeah, are there any big frats where you're going, Pakaku? Are you aiming to join one? Yeah, the fraternities. Dude, what the hell is LinkedIn Queen's puzzle game? Dude, LinkedIn Queens. What? What is this, dude? I had never heard about it. I didn't know LinkedIn had games. How did you end up playing games on LinkedIn? Of all places in the world. Physics. Is it very addictive, dude? When did LinkedIn started getting games? What is happening? Yeah, I have a LinkedIn. I don't use LinkedIn a lot, so I wouldn't know about the nuances in video games inside this platform. Basic says it's the next Wordle. Oh, it's going viral. Aha. Bakaku says I'm going to a smaller school, so not many frats, and not super interested in that frat life, honestly. Yeah, dude. For a foreigner like me, that fraternity stuff just seems very crazy, dude. Yeah, I know it's a big part of the culture of the US, just like the prom queen and the prom king and stuff, and yeah, fraternity life. But I do not get it, dude. It just seems very crazy to me, all of these rituals that you need to go through to get into a frat. Physics says it came up in one of the tech boards I follow. Yeah, so this game, LinkedIn Queens, is gonna go viral. I'm very sorry that for a split second the screen goes black. That is out of my control. I don't know what is crashing, but it's been happening. Physics says most people don't join frats. It's a very specific group of people who join those things. Oh, interesting. But it's very exclusive, right? It's a very elitist thing, I suppose, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, we're getting there with the plane. And let me think about this one. Yeah, this is what I was meaning to do. Yeah, that is what I was meaning to do. Yeah, I'm thinking about different ideas I'm gonna mix on one plane. Basic says it's like the popular kids who like to party. Yeah, the cactus says they're exclusive, but not exclusive in the ways you would expect. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be part of those things because I don't like any type of thing that seems elitist. Right. Yeah. And those seem like that type of thing. Okay, let me see. How pointy? We should make this plane pointy. Yes. Grimeshine, what's up, dude? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate it. We were just talking with Grimeshine earlier. How are you? How are you going? How is your game going? How is Dune going? Grimeshine is locked in on Dune also. Physics says it's like how having a sixth toe is exclusive. Yeah, that type of exclusivity, right? Pakaku says hi, Grimeshine. Hi, Grimeshine. Thank you for being here, dude. Appreciate it. I am working on a plane today, dude. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that's what I'm modeling right now. Okay, let me see if I move this one. Yeah. Yeah. And I think... Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it like that. Crampton says it's going good. I've just been chilling. No work on my game today. Doing is good, but it's really hard by yourself. So it was meant to be played with multiplayer, right? Look who's here. Dark No One says hello. Is that a bot plug? It is not. I knew it, dude. I was hoping that you didn't come today, because I was pretty sure if you came today, this was gonna be your first comment. How are you, Dark No One? Physics says making a 3D plane on a 2D plane screen. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So Darkna, it is not what you're saying in the chat. How are you, dude? How is life? I was just talking with Darkna earlier. He told me his health is good. He's not dead, so we're happy about that. Joking, but not joking. The guy really almost died. Yeah. So I'm happy you're good, Darkna. Thank you for coming, dude. Grimeshine, what have you been up to, dude? Are you eating right now? Are you having dinner? How are the vibes up there in Seattle? There was a big game today, right, Grimeshine? Do you support the Seattle Sounders, dude? Or is football, soccer not your vibe? Darkna One says, I'm good, thanks. Physics says, looks more like a kazoo. What is a kazoo? I think I know what a kazoo is. Maybe I just forgot what a kazoo was. Oh yeah, I remember the kazoos. Yeah, I had a couple of these ones when I was growing up. The kazoos. No, it's gonna stop looking like a kazoo, dude. It's gonna start looking like a plane. You'll see. You will see. Okay, people, let me see. Let me add another subdivision here. Look at on this direction. Yeah, so I can do this. Let's see how much this is gonna. Yeah, no, it is cool. Yeah, it's cool. Grimeshan says, yeah, no, I don't really follow MLS. Yeah, soccer. Seattle, you say it's been sunny here lately, so been laying in the sun and taking the dog on lots of walks. Hell yeah, dude. I'm happy for you. Sounds like the life. Sounds like the life, chilling, having the sunshine. I know the sun is exciting where you live, right? It's not exciting anymore for me. I'm just like sick of that guy. I'm like, please do not come out today. These last few days it's been very cloudy and very rainy, and we are happy about it because we are not that happy when the sun comes shining like really hard on us. So but I know that on the north of the United States of America, the sun is more loved than it is loved in Central America, dude. So I'm happy for you, dude, that you can go on good walks with Frida. How is Frida, by the way? Has she been barking? Okay, people, what happened here? Let me see. What the hell happened here, dude? Yeah. Oh yeah, this. Okay, so this one. Yeah, let me change this one. Switch face. Okay, there it is. There it is. Grimeshane says on Twitch, when it's hot, I swear Seattle is the best city in the world. But yeah, like you said, it's only for a couple of months. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, I hate hot weather. I am sick of hot weather. When it's like this, cloudy. For us here in Central America, it's like, oh, this is a nice day. Because when the sun comes shining, it really shines. Grimeshane says on Twitch, she's a little brat. Frida, your dog. Hannah and I are going out of town for a wedding this weekend, so she will be by herself. Oh, that's cool for you, not cool for Frida, right? Yeah, but you've already done this, right? When you go to the cabin out of the city and stuff. Yeah, so she is used to this kind of thing, right? Grimeshane. Physics says you get hurricanes where you live. Yes, we get hurricanes every year, and sometimes they get really bad. Darna One says, doing more work on my DayZ server. Got this mod when the artificial intelligence plays like a player, they loot and shoot at you. Mess with the settings, server was burning. They parachute to your position if they spot you from their plane. I just finished a 5-hour fight from messing around with the artificial intelligent enemies, right? This sounds like a fun server, dude. I am gonna download DayZ. I am not joking, and I'm gonna join your server on the weekend. Sounds like a really cool idea, dude. Okay, people, let me think about this. Yeah, is it gonna be open or not open? Yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of closed. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, let me see. Crime Machine says it's pretty rare. When we go to the cabin, she comes with you. And when we go anywhere else, Hannah's sister comes over, but she's gonna be with us at the wedding, so she can't. Yeah, it's pretty rare, right? But it's gonna be okay, dude. She's a big girl, so she's gonna be good by herself. That little brat. Not a little, she's a big dog. Grimeshame says, send me the details, Dark No One. I haven't played in a while, but I'd be down to give it a shot. Yes, Dark No One. Post your DayZ server stuff on my Discord server, dude. So people, if you're wondering which Discord, it's this one. Yeah, you gotta post it, dude. Post the information so we can join. Okay, people, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm thinking about the cockpit. Yeah. Should I make... Yeah, let me see. Let me go... Oh, so how do the wings look? What is like the texture in the wings? It could be the same one. Could be the same one. Yeah. So let me try that. Okay, no. I'm gonna duplicate this. Yeah, let me duplicate this one. And I suppose... Yeah, this one would be longer in a way. Yeah. Grimeshine, when are you coming back to your game, dude? Are you planning to work this week, or are you gonna have a break? Cause this guy had been locked in this last few weeks, so it's good that you're taking your break, dude. You deserve it. I know how much you've been working. Okay, people, let me see this one. Yeah, I'm gonna duplicate these pixels so we can have it there on the top also. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Let me save this one. What the hell is this? Aseprite. Things weren't like this before. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but I have to like select on that dialog box. I have to select like the exact folder. Very weird. Yeah, okay. Did I update it? Yeah, okay, there it is. Let me see. Let me add another cuboid. Let's do this one from the top. I'm gonna resize this one. Interesting. Yeah, should I just make one wing? Yeah, I'm just gonna make one wing, I suppose. Yeah, let me see the proportions of this. Yeah, it's like the same. The wingspan of the thing is like the same of the whole thing. Rhymeson says, we will see. I haven't been 100% away from the game, right? But only an hour here or there. I will try later in the week. It's kind of a weird week since we are going out of town this weekend, so it might have to wait until next week. Yeah, so I know that feeling, dude. I know that feeling of having some plans on a weekend, a big trip and stuff, and your brain goes into waiting, into standby mode, thinking about the thing that's gonna happen, and it's hard to lock in. I know that feeling, dude. yeah, dude, it is what it is, right? Yeah, but I hope that the food is good on the wedding, dude. Weddings are fun because of the food. I think that is what makes them fun. Crimson says, yeah, exactly, standby mode. I know that's standby mode. It must be some ADHD type of shit, dude. Yeah, that's standby mode. I have that on days. If I have like an appointment on the afternoon, I go on standby mode all of the morning. And if I have an appointment on a weekend, I may go on standby mode on the week also. It's hard to lock in. Yeah, I've read about that. Yeah, not everybody has that, and it's It's oh yeah, I hate that. Grimeshin says, and I have some pretty challenging hurdles, so I need to be in a clear headspace. Yeah, dude, I totally get what you're talking about. It is not easy, right? Yeah. Okay, let me see, what would this one be? 160, 48. Yeah. Okay, on this one. Yeah. Okay, let me select all of this one. Yeah, so Grimeshin, I'm looking forward to you coming back to the game, cause I love how locked in you had been on this last few weeks, dude. It was putting a good type of pressure on me. Yeah, dude, so that is cool. No, 168. No. Okay, 160 and 48, right? Yeah, so yeah, that is way too long. So would this one be shorter? Yeah, let me see how shorter this one would be. It would be around here. So this one would be 112 by 48. 112 by 48. Let me see this one. Yeah, 112. Yeah. 48 on this one. Yeah. Let's see how it displaces like the texture and stuff. Okay, let's do the unwrapping on this, by the way. Let's unsign this texture on this one. Graham just says, what are you making, a ship? No, I am making a plane, dude. Yeah, so these are the wings of the plane. Yeah, so this is the fuselage and these are the wings. Yeah, it's for a couple of cutscenes. Yeah, I have a couple of references that are happening about these Japanese planes from movies, from real life and stuff. So that's what I'm working on today, on a plane. I just wanted to work on something different today, just to like clear my head. So I'm working on a plane. Darno one says, sure, Grimeshine, only got a 10 slot server at the moment, will increase if needed, or make another server and link the two servers together. The Livonia now free. I think I was playing it on my local server and I didn't buy the Livonia DLC. Yeah, so this is like the free plan, right? Yeah, dude, you gotta invite us, Darkno one, because it sounds like a fun place to be, dude. Okay, let me see this one. Auto UVs on this one, and let's go. Let's assign this one. Okay, let's do the unwrapping for each one of the faces. Okay, this one we're gonna assign it there. Okay, this one wouldn't be that axis, would be the other axis. Yeah, no, so this one would be like this, I think. Yeah, let me find that. Pakaku says I should go to sleep. I should go. Sleep time, gang. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Pakaku, for coming. Appreciate it, my friend. And please don't stop coming to the channel whenever I'm live. It's always a pleasure, always fun to talk and stuff. And I hope that you can lock in and work on your weapons, dude. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Grampian says good night, Pakaku. Yeah, good night, dude. Appreciate it. Darno one says, me and my kids have fun on it, on the server while testing it. Some things work, others don't, so need to go through it and remove what doesn't work. Yeah, dude, must be overwhelming making your own DayZ server. Grampian says, I'm gonna lurk for a bit and do some shorts. Okay, dude, don't worry. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, okay, yeah, that is the right way of that one. Let's save this one again. Oh my god, dude, what is this? What is this, Aseprite? Is this some kind of stupid update, dude, where they change things? And I don't like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the right unwrapping of this. Okay, there it is. Should this be... Nah, I think it's good. I would leave it as it is. Let me see this. Okay. Okay, so let me grab this edge. Let's move this one to the back. Okay, now we're getting wings. Yeah, let me analyze the whole thing. Yeah, I gotta add some bevel in there. I wanna see the top of this one. Oh, I like this detail of having the color below having another tone. Yeah, that would be like changing the UVs and stuff. Okay, so this one has the wings. This one has the wings exactly in the back. This one has it a bit more to the front. I wouldn't have them like exactly in the back, I think. Yeah, they would be somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, somewhere around there, I suppose. Let's see this one from the top. Yeah, okay, let's add a couple of subdivisions here. Okay, loop cut on this axis. Oh, was this kind of okay, let me see. Offset. Let's move it on this axis. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let's add a couple loop cuts so we can already have the thing as it should be. Okay, I'm gonna add 5 there. Okay, let me undo this. Let's start from scratch again. That loop cuts can on this direction. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm leaving that one there. Let's add another one here. Yeah, let me move the whole mesh here to the side. You'll see what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab these edges. I'm gonna move this one a bit up. This one a bit up also. Yeah. Yeah, we should make those wings a bit more curved here. Darno one says that looks cool. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, we're gonna get there, dude. We're gonna get there. Yeah. It's a slow process, right? It can be a tedious kind of thing, modeling stuff from scratch. But it's good. It's got like sculpting, right? You gotta like go pushing things around and stuff until you get to the thing that you're looking for. So yeah, I am pretty sure we are gonna get there with this one. Okay, let me see. So we can do the beveling of this. Let's resize this one on this axis. Whoa, why that doesn't do what I'm thinking? It does do what I'm thinking, but it doesn't do it in the way that I was thinking it was gonna do it. Okay, so should I just select the edges? I think. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna select the edges of this one. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so see there? Now we've got that kind of beveling. It looks low poly because it's just one subdivision, but we've got the effect. Okay. Awesome. These wings are gonna look cool. Okay, let me delete that. Yeah, and let's do this on the back also. Okay. That would be way too much, I think. Okay, there we are. Okay, so that's the wing. It's like some type of what is the style of this? Like the visual style of this? Steampunk type of planes, I would say. Yeah, something like steampunk. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I like this thing here. So let me add that detail to that wing. So that would be another subdivision here on the center. Yeah, let's do a bit of an offset to the back. I would say it would be around there, right? This one, these two edges, we would move those here. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Darno says, I like that. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun, dude. I love planes. Like, this is like one of the things I grew up loving the most. Having model airplanes, having airplane posters on my room, growing up with airplanes, thinking about airplanes and stuff. So I am having fun today. This is a kid stream, working on an airplane. Okay, let me think. Yeah. Let me see those ones. Yeah, this one, it is clearly based on this airplane. Yeah, this details. This is a real airplane from World War II. These are from animes. This is a real one. If you saw Godzilla -1, that's the airplane from Godzilla -1. It really existed. It was called a Shinden. And these ones on this anime are based on this one, on the real one, which is really, really cool. Okay, let me think. What am I gonna do next? Okay, let me analyze the top of that blue one. Yeah. That is interesting. Okay. Darno says, yeah, I seen it. It is good, but more talking got boring. Are we talking about the airplane still, dude? Which talking got boring? Like my voice? Or which talking are you talking about? You're talking about my voice? I know, dude. I know I may be boring something. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is good. Darno 1 says -1. Oh, the movie. The talking got boring on the movie. It was a talkative type of movie, dude. Yeah, but I liked it, dude. It is my type of movie. Maybe I'm just old now and I'm not into Avengers type of stuff. So I really like Godzilla -1, but I would understand many people sleeping through that movie. Okay, that is a nice wing. Okay, let's see how it connects to the whole fuselage. And this one would go, I would say, there. Yeah. Okay, let me move these edges so they can connect to the whole thing down there. Okay, there it is. Oh, this is looking fucking cool. Okay, let me analyze this one from the top. It's got more of an angle. Yeah, it's got more of an angle. Darno 1 says, my son likes Godzilla like I do. We watched them all from the 1950s upwards. Oh, so you are like hardcore Godzilla fans, right? Yeah. If you watched all of those things from like the 1950s, you are some hardcore Godzilla type of fans. Yeah, it's got an angle. Yeah, gotta get that angle going. Should I just rotate the whole wing, or should I start moving vertices stuff? It could be like this, I suppose. Yeah, and I could move the vertices. Yeah, so see. Yeah. Yeah, it would be like that. So let me see. If we go the other way, if I move all of the vertices. Let me select all of this. Nah. Should I rotate it? Rotate them? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is better. This is better. So it's got like that angle. Yeah, we need that angle. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, now the wing looks more angled. And it looks more We can see more the subdivision, so it looks low poly. I don't want to lose the low poly vibe of the thing. Yeah, okay, we've got wings and shit. This is Red Bull, we've got wings. Okay, let me think. What would be next? Okay, this smaller type of wings. Those would be tricky, I think. I could not make this one smaller because the pixel density would change, I think. Yeah, so let me think about that one. Or let me try it. Okay. Would this be too fucking stupid? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe. This would save me a lot of time. I could leave it. Yeah. Yeah. Darna once says, started off my son was asking why Godzilla looks different. Told him that there was a film when they messed with the time just to go back and stop atomic bomb making Godzilla. Then they done it again to make Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, this is not the Godzilla that kids grew up with. So it seems like a weird Godzilla, but that is the original type of Godzilla. Rhymeshine says, it's actually weird seeing BlockBench and not Blender. On my computer, dude, on my computer, it would be weird to see Blender. You know, right? I think on my computer, it is very common to see BlockBench. Have you been modeling a lot with Blender lately, Grimeshane? Yeah, I would assume yes. Grimeshane has been working with Blender lately. So I would assume yes, dude. It would be weird seeing BlockBench, right? For me, it would be weird to see Blender. Yeah. Okay, this plane is... It's happening. Grimeshane says, just weird for me because I haven't opened BlockBench in months. And I haven't opened Blender in months. So we are on the opposite team. Opposite teams of this coin. Yeah, dude. Oh, how big or how small are those? Yeah, I suppose this would be a bit bigger. Yeah, we should exaggerate things a bit to make it look cartoony and stuff. Yeah, it's been a while since I have opened Blender. Yeah, the last thing I was working on in Blender was some animations for the mech. The walking mech, right? Remember that one? Yeah, but I haven't done any type of 3D modeling in Blender or texturing or UV unwrapping or stuff. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Ah, I see now the difference. I was like, what is the difference between these planes? Between the anime ones and the other one, and I can clearly see the difference now. Yeah. But I can also clearly see the influence from one and the other. Okay. Am I gonna have to move this? Okay, let me see this one. Let's resize this. Rhymeshane, have you been doing unwrapping in Blender? You've been unwrapping and stuff in Blender? How has that been going for you? Okay. This one, I'm gonna have to tweak it a bit, right? But we could use the same piece for this thing on the back. Yeah, we could. Okay, let me see this one. Resize this. Maybe I could edit the geometry there. Yes, just for the sake of. Yeah. Rhymeshane says, yup, got a nice little workflow locked in for that. For the UV unwrapping in Blender. Fuck yeah, dude. I am happy for you, dude. I know how much you've been overthinking throughout all of these months. Which tool to go with, which workflow to go with and stuff. I know it's not easy to decide, dude. So I am happy that you finally locked in on your own method, and now you're with that one, and just keep going with that one, dude. Whenever you get to the point that you have what you need, what you want, just stay there, dude. Just stay there. Okay, so let me see this edge loop. Oh, doesn't select the thing like I thought it was gonna select it. Okay, let me see this from the side. Okay, let me select this mesh. Let's hide that one. Let me select those faces. Okay. Yeah. There it is. And let's hide the wing. Yes, looks modern, but also looks older, which I like. That is the type of plane I am aiming for. Okay, let's fix this thing. Let me select these edges. Prime Chain, when you come back to the game, like, what is your plan? What is like your next thing, the next thing that you're gonna be working on? Or you don't want to like decide, you just want to like chill this week and then you're gonna figure that out? Is it like the bad type of question to ask? I know there are a couple of questions that one as a game dev is like, I don't want to think about that, dude. Yeah, so if it's that type of question, yeah, let me know. I know those type of questions. Sometimes one is like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, dude, so please do not ask me about next week. Okay, there it is. It's not symmetrical. I'm gonna fix it later. Yeah, but it looks like something. Yeah, let me select all of this. Yo, Darkna, since when does your son love Godzilla, dude? Did he grow up loving Godzilla? Darkna once said, God's sake, I thought I was surrounded by zombies, but it was my Mrs. Snoring. Wow. It's good that she's sleeping, dude, and she didn't listen to this, to your comment, because I would have told her that you said this. Yeah. That's married life, dude. That's married life. You think that it's a horde of zombies following you in DayZ, but no, it's just your partner sleeping. Darna says, you tell her the same thing when she's awake. What time is it right now in Great Britain, dude, by the way? Okay, people. Yeah, this is looking like a plane. Should we turn it red already? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let me see. What type of red are we gonna turn this thing into? Would it be this type of red? Yeah, that may be too red. Yeah, so let me see. Let me select paint buff tool. Okay. Yeah, let me try this one. No. Multiply could be. Let me save this one. Let's export. Yeah, back to BlockBench. Okay. Gardner says it's 4:41 a.m. Oh, dude, that is late. You're a crazy person, dude. But the good type of crazy. The good type of crazy. But crazy nonetheless. Okay, it could be that type of red, the Porco Rosso red, or a lighter type of red. Yeah, I may make this brighter. Yeah, Let's try this one a bit brighter. I'm also as crazy as you, Darkness, so I don't know why I'm saying that you're crazy, because I'm also as crazy as you. I go to sleep very late every day. Darkness one says my son watched the 2014 one, the Godzilla, first, but asked more, so we went to the beginning where it all started. The first Godzilla that I remember is that one, Godzilla 2000. Is that the one I'm thinking? No, it's not Godzilla 2000. Godzilla 2005. Which Godzilla? Or 1998? Yeah, I think it's 1998 Godzilla, the one that I have on the back of my mind. Is this the Godzilla I'm talking about? Yes, it's this one. It's this one, right? Yeah, this one was just called Godzilla. Hurry! Everyone here is crazy except for me. I don't think so, dude. I do not think you aren't part of this club, but I am pretty sure you are part of this club, dude. How are you, Curry? We were just talking about Godzilla. Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. Yes, this is the Godzilla I have on my mind from my childhood. The one from 1998. Good actor, this guy. Yeah. I remember that there was some like type of French type of story there about some French nuclear testing. Yeah. Talking about France as Curry was coming to the stream. Curry says, I'm very normal. How are you? I am good, my friend. Appreciate it. I am good. I am modeling a plane today. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. What about you? What have you been up to? Darna one says, I struggle to sleep only for a few hours during the day. People don't class that as Godzilla. I know, dude, but do you know how this is for me? This Godzilla, the 1998 one, this is like the George Clooney Batman. It may be shit, dude, but many of us were kids and it was fucking cool for us. For me, this Batman, I loved it, dude. I love this Batman. I know it sucks, but I was just a kid, dude. So for me, this was a really cool Batman when I was growing up, just as like that Godzilla. Darna says, would have been okay if it had the atomic breath. Yeah, I was a kid, dude. I just enjoyed it. It's good to be a kid because you do not see all of those bad things in the movies. Curry says, I ate a Cobb salad today, so that was cool. Which is the Cobb salad, dude? I keep forgetting what the Cobb salad is. Oh, yeah. That looks like a good salad. Is it expensive, Curry? Did you make it or did you buy it? Which of both? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I was gonna make this one brighter, right? Yeah, okay, so adjustments, brightness, contrast, yeah. Be something like that. Let's export it. Let's move back to the BlockBench. Yeah. Less of a crazy type of red. Darno says old films back then was great. Now they're either remakes or no creative effort now. I think many movies were bad, dude, but we just enjoyed them, dude. We weren't as picky as we are now with all of this Netflix type of shit. We just enjoyed the movies. They came on TV and we enjoyed it. We sat down as family to watch the movies. We weren't so picky about things. Now we have all of these options, so we just became picky as humanity. Chris says George Clooney should have had atomic breath. I agree. I also agree that George Clooney's Batman should have atomic breath. Chris says the Cobb salad was actually free. What? How did you get a free Cobb salad, dude? Tell us that story. Darno one says Knight Rider or Airwolf missed them. Yeah, dude. I remember Knight Rider. There are many bad movies that many of us love, dude. Remember this one? This was a bad movie, dude, but I love it. Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. That was a bad movie, dude, but I love it, dude. I could rewatch this movie every day, dude. Any day I could rewatch this movie, and it would be a fun movie for me to watch because I grew up with these things. We weren't as picky when we were growing up. Darna says he could have if he didn't brush his teeth. Darna says, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, but it wasn't a good movie. You can agree with that, right? Kurt says restaurant chain had a special where if you order $5 online, you got a free salad, but they made it so the price of the salad counts. Oh, which restaurant was this one, dude? Is this like a big chain? Big food chain? Okay, people, let's continue here. Let me see the references. Interesting. Yeah, so this thing cannot be like this. Yeah, let's see this from the side, because we're gonna have the thing going around there. So this one cannot be like that. Kurt says the habit, not a huge change. I have never heard of the habit. That is crazy. In all of my life, I had never heard the habit. The Habit restaurant. Yeah, I am googling it here. Nah, dude, I had never heard of this thing. The Habit Top salad. Let me check this out. Oh, well, now I'm hungry, people. Kurt says they have good food, mostly burgers. Yeah, I love burgers too. I would like to have a burger right now. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, people, let's move all of this. This one. Move it here. Oh, why don't you select the whole edge loop, dude? Do we have a duplicate there? Yeah, we've got a duplicate, right? Yeah. Okay. Duplicate. Okay, now we are on the clear. Okay, awesome. Let me select these edges. Kurt says they have good food, mostly burgers. Okay, that was the last one. Yeah, no, I had never heard of the habit. It's crazy, dude. All of these food chains that many of us do not know. The US is so much of a big market, right? That you can have all of these options, and many of us are never gonna try it. The other day I was talking with my friend Only Hans. She was telling me about this other food chain about sandwiches that is like Subway. I can't remember the name right now. And I was like, I had never heard of this thing. Yeah, for us here it's just like Subway. We talk about sandwiches, it's Subway and nothing else. Okay, let me move this one here. It's gotta have like an angle, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily flat, but it cannot go as much to the back as I thought we could go. Yeah, because of the thing going around. I just forgot the name of the thing. Yeah, the rotor. Yeah, the rotor going around. Okay, let's move all of these ones. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the right way of doing this. Chris says Jersey's Mike's. No, that wasn't that one. Yeah, Jersey's Mike's. No, it was. No, it wasn't Jersey's Mike's. Or was it? Let me see, dude. I gotta like remember. Jersey's Mike's competition. Let's see. Who's the competition of Jersey's Mike? Or maybe it was Jersey's Mike's. Maybe I'm just stupid, dude. And yeah, sandwich chains, United States. Jersey's Mike's, Panera Bread, and Arby's, Subway. I think it was Jersey's Mike's, dude. Yeah. No, I think it was Jimmy John's. Yeah. I think it was Jimmy John's. Yeah, only Hans. Yeah. There you are. Oh, you were just lurking. You were just waiting to cook me. Only Hans says it was Jimmy John's, bitch. Yeah, and that bitch is like in not in lowercase. It's like the offensive type of bitch. How are you, Only Hans? Yeah, it was Jimmy John's talking about sandwiches. Curry says, good old Jimmy. Do you also like Jimmy John's? Did you see that, Curry? This person just came to my stream to insult me, to offend me, to hurt my feelings, my beautiful small heart, big hurt by these insults on the internet. How are you, Only Hans? What did you have for dinner? Oh shit, that was unexpected. That bitch was unexpected. That bitch word. Not you, Only Hans. I'm talking about the word. I gotta clear it out, right? Yeah, to not get cooked. Only Hans says, I just hopped on the stream and heard that. I'm good. Had a long day at work, but finally home resting. I am happy. I'm happy that you're just resting. I was just talking with Grindfan a couple of minutes ago. Only Hans says, so you're so happy you're streaming. What a happy thing for me to come home too. I am happy that you're home, chilling with Grindfan and Frida. Happy for both of you having a chill day, chill Monday and stuff, right? Yeah, thank you for being here, talking about sandwiches and making me laugh. Yeah, what did you have for dinner? Or are you gonna have dinner with Grimeshine soon? Okay, people, we're gonna fix the UVs on this plane. Yeah, on this thing. That would not be the right type of thing there. We're gonna fix it. But not yet, not yet. Let me save this plane, because the other day I lost a model, the bridge model, because I didn't save it. Okay, this one's gonna be plane 1 on plane 1 folder. Chris says, did Only Hans get a Switch too? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. It's expensive, Curry. Yeah, but no, I've been talking with Only Hans and Grimeshan, and I don't think they have gotten a Switch 2 yet, right? Only Hans. Curry, how is the Switch 2 going for you? Only Hans says, no, I'm not really a gamer, says Only Hans. Yeah, but you were talking about playing games the other day, so yeah, you may be a gamer in your heart, in a way. So you should let Grimeshine play Dune. That is the heart of a gamer. You should let your partner play good games. Oh shit, Grimeshine only has... Oh, Grimeshine says it's true. Only Hans is not a gamer. She's pretty bad. Spitting the facts, Grimeshine. Only Hans says, yeah, I like 2 video games. Only 2, right? Chris says Switch 2 is still good. Grimeshine says, but she's good at Fall Guys. Yeah, she told me she liked to play Fall Guys, which was very unexpected. I didn't know Only Hans played games. Yeah, but now I am putting myself out there for you, dude. I am vouching for you, so she lets you play Dune. Current says, looking forward to the new Donkey Kong. When does that one come out, dude? Okay, people, let me see here. The rotor. Yeah, it's interesting. That wing has some interesting stuff going there. Yeah, let's do that. I suppose. It would be something like this, I think. Yeah, let me select this one. No, not like that. Okay, so both of those. Yeah, that is cool. Only Hans says, maybe I'll fuck around with the new Donkey Kong. So Grimeshine, are you telling Grimeshine that he should buy the Switch 2? It says you lie. Oh, it's coming out soon, right? It is coming out soon. That is really cool, people. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I am not gonna be playing that one for sure. I do not have money for a Switch 2, so sorry, you had the money. Good for you, my friend. I'm happy that you have it, so you should enjoy it. And let us know how the new Donkey Kong is when it comes out. Okay, let's do the rotor, people. How do we do that one? I like this, but it's too pointy, I think, that part. So I would say I would go with something more like this. It's got double rotors, that one, which is cool. That could be a cool idea. Only Hans said so. Didn't know it was only for Switch. Yeah. So this is Nintendo, so it's exclusive for the Switch, and also, and in this specific case for the Switch 2, the newest one. Only Hans says, "Cool that you have it, Curry." Yeah, cool that you have it. Yo, Only Hans, what are you having for dinner? You gotta answer this question always, dude. Did you see the pupusa photo that I sent you? I am not sending you any more pupusas photos in the rest of my life because you ignored that one. Only Hans, what the fuck is up with that? You didn't respond to that pupusas photograph. Curry says, I hope they make a light version that's more affordable. I would say they're gonna do it in a couple years. I don't think it's gonna be soon. I would say in like 3 years or 4 years they would do the Only Hans is like, oh my god. Curry says, I like pupusas. We all like pupusas. Only Hans says, I haven't been on WhatsApp. Grimeson says, I have the old Switch, but Steam Deck is more my speed. Yeah, I've had both. I've had 2 Nintendo Switch already. I sold both of them because I couldn't keep the console, dude. It was too expensive to keep the console and keep buying games for someone like me. So yeah, for someone like me, Steam Deck is more of my vibe. I've had to switch to Nintendo Switches. I sold them, but they are really good consoles. But also, just like Grimson says, Steam Deck is more of my vibe also. Only Hans says, I've been so busy. You have to send me all the pupusa pictures. No, you are banned from the pupusa Discord. You are banned. Grimson says, Hannah made me delete my Animal Crossing save so she could start playing, and she played for 30 minutes and never touched it again. Yes, you are cancelled, Only Hans. You are cancelled. It's good, Grimson, that you say these things in public, dude. Because that is a cancelable offense. Yes. Yes. You would get jail for life in many countries, Only Hans, for this offense. Yeah, making Grimeson's Curry says, rest in peace to Grimeson's Island. Only Hans says, no, don't ban me, please, Tulio, please. No, I'm gonna think about this. It's 2 offenses, 2 strikes. You are 1 strike off from being banned from the Pupusa server. Because the first strike, you didn't see the Pupusa pic I sent you. Second strike, making Grimeson delete his island. So you are there on the edge. 1 more strike and you are banned from the pupusas Discord. Curry, which is your favorite pupusa, by the way, because you said that you like pupusas? Only Hans says, I accept my punishment. And you should accept it. Punishment fits the crime. Yeah, poor Grimeshine. And Grimeshine, I would assume you never played Animal Crossing after that, right? Yeah, Grimeshine says, you see what I have to deal with? Banishers. I can see, dude. I can see, yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be banished from... It wouldn't hurt her to be banished from the Game Dev Discord, from the NerdyPunkDev Discord. So we're banning her from the Pupusas Discord. That one is gonna hurt, I'm pretty sure. So people, which is your favorite pupusa, by the way? We should talk about pupusas. That is a good conversation to have. Okay, let me think about the rotor. Oh, the pupusas, dude. Only Hans says to Curry, what's your favorite pupusa? Grimson says textures like this are so hard to do. Yes, because of the geometry. Yeah, dude, they are tricky. Curry says, I like the classic bean and cheese. Oh, yeah. Is the cheese for pupusas good in the United States of America? How is that type of cheese? And do people just call it cheese? It's not cheese here. Because cheese for us would be queso in Spanish. And the one for pupusas is quesillo. So it's another type of cheese. That soft one, right? Yeah, so do you have a good type of cheese for the pupusas? My favorite one is a mixed one of chicharron, pork, and cheese. Only Hans says, yeah, the cheese pupusas slap. I had pupusas yesterday. They were good until some person didn't see the photo that I sent about the pupusas. So then they became bad pupusas. Only Hans says in the States, because the Salvadoreños make them. Yeah, the Salvadorans make the pupusas, so they also make the cheese, I would assume, right? Chris says, yeah, we have the same cheese, I think. Only Hans says, Tulio, you missed my comment. Which one? Let me see. Oh, shit. Only Hans says, you would never ban me, maje. That maje is so offensive. This is so offensive in Central America, people. Only Hans says also, I had a pupusa with my dad for Father's Day. How is your dad, by the way? Did he enjoy the pupusas? Darna once says, for a minute, I thought you were talking about something else. What would it be for you, Darkno One? And I don't want to ask this question, but could you please answer so we could understand what did you think we were talking about? Curry says there's a large Latino population in California, so a lot of it's just the same here. Yeah, it would be the same cheese, right? And the same pupusas. Best pupusas, dude, must be from El Salvador. Those are the pupusa kings. Yeah, other countries make them, but the Salvadorians level them up in their own way. Yeah. Only Hans says, my dad with my dad was great. We ate pupusas and watched baseball. Did you go to one Major League Baseball game or another type of baseball game, or was it on the TV? Gardner once says, no, my missus has. Oh shit. Yes, I knew Darkno One that you were not referring to the food. I was pretty sure what you were gonna say. Yeah, I am gonna skip that one. Only Hans says best pupusas I ever had were all in El Salvador. Yeah, obviously, like what I was saying. Curry says maybe I'll get some if I. What Curry? Dude, you're not a. Can you get deported, dude? Are you joking? Can you really get deported? I hope you have papers, dude. I hope you do have papers. Only since we watched the Mariners on TV. That's Seattle Mariners, right? Yeah. Does your dad? Oh yes, your dad likes football, right? Soccer. Does he support the Seattle Sounders? Sorry, I hope you have papers too. I wouldn't want you to get deported, even if you would try the good pupusas here in Central America. Oh, dark times we're living in. Girl says I'm a citizen, but that doesn't seem to matter lately. Yeah, that doesn't seem to matter. You could end up eating pupusas in El Salvador. Only Hans says, yeah, he loves soccer, baseball too. Yeah, so he must support the Seattle Sounders team, right? They were playing today in the soccer team World Cup. Yeah, there was a big game today in Seattle. Grimson says to Only Hans favorite pupusa is that jalapeno Cheeto flavors. Dude, that would not be a bad idea. Jalapeno Cheeto pupusa. Does that exist? No, it doesn't exist. Yeah, I was googling it, but no, it doesn't exist. Are there Cheetos pupusas? Yeah, let's see. What? Someone made some hot Cheetos pupusas. Only Hans, this does exist. This is not a joke. This person made this Cheetos pupusas. Check it out. What? What is this? Yeah, this is some type of crazy stuff that Only Hans would definitely eat. Check this out. Yeah. Kurt says they make Cheeto burritos. Also pupusas, dude. Only Hans says my two favorite things mixed together. Yeah, it exists. Check it out. She's making them. She used the Cheetos for this. And now the pupusas look red. Just like the Cheetos. The internet is crazy, people. Not in a million years I would have thought that this existed. So Grimeshine, You should cook these pupusas for only hands, Crime Chain. You should make them, dude. I'm gonna send you the link to that TikTok so you can get the recipe. It exists. Yeah, it does exist. It's crazy. Okay, let me grab a cylinder. Let's see if this cylinder... Yeah, okay, let me resize. Let me rotate this one. Curtis says, look up mac and Cheetos pupusas. Mac and cheese pupusas or mac and cheese burritos. What are you talking about? Only Hans says, yo ya necesito las pupusas. Yo creo que todos necesitaríamos unas pupusas ahorita. I think all of us would need a couple pupusas wherever we are. It would be a cool thing to eat. I wouldn't complain about a couple pupusas. Okay, let me see. 90 on this one. No, not on that one. 90 on this one. No, not on that one. Okay, 90 on this one. Okay, there it is. So now I am gonna make the rotor. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how do we make the... How curved this would be. Okay, let me do an inset there. Yeah, inset. Another inset, I think. Yeah, Dorna one says, Crimson says that would clog our plumbing. Oh shit. Okay, Grimeshine is clearing it up. I thought you were accusing only Hans of clogging the plumbing, so but you cleared it up because you'd be the one cheating. Dorna one says, please stop saying it. I'm laughing so much the zombies can hear me laugh. Dude, it's food. It is not what you think it is, Darna one. I do not know what it is on Great Britain, dude. But here in Central America and in the US, it is not that. Curtis says just mac and Cheetos. I miss them so much. Would really like to have some Cheetos right now, dude. That would not bother me. That would not be a bad idea indeed. Okay, let me see. Let's select this one. This one. Rhymechain, for a split second you were gonna get in trouble. Yeah. Because of that accusation. But then you took the bullet and stuff. I know you took the bullet because you know you would be cooked about that accusation. About clogging the plumbing. Darno one says, I have never heard of that so-called food. Really, dude? It's food, dude. Yeah, it's this thing from Central America. Yeah, these are pupusas, dude. If you Google that word, this is what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anything else. I do not know what the hell you are talking about, dude. But here in this continent, pupusas are this food, the one that you can see here on the screen. Darna one says, I'm in UK and I didn't know in the UK pupusas were something different, dude. I didn't really know, and I had never assumed that in a million years, dude. That is some crazy type of thing. Okay, let me do this one. Yeah. Should we do this one, the whole thing smaller, or should I leave it like that? Yeah, let me see. Where it says, I don't think a British person gets to use the phrase so-called food. Oh, is this gonna be a war in the chat? Are we getting into war in the chat? The world is going into war right now, so we could get into our own war here in the chat, our food war. Those are the good type of wars. Only Hans laughing now, but Curtis said, I think Darna one is very self-aware. He told me one day that, yeah, he was very self-aware about many people not liking the British food. And I know that many people don't like British food. I have never tried it, so I wouldn't know if it's bad or good, but I know that many people do not like it, Darna one. Okay, let me see. Let me open up this one. Yeah, the rotors. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. This would be, what would this be? This would be a flat plane, right? Yeah, no, not a plane. It would be a cube. Yeah, a couple of cubes. Yeah, let me see. Versus what's not like about what is that? What is this? Let me Google this on the other monitor. I would eat this stuff, dude. I am pretty sure I would eat these jellied eels. It looks like my type of food. I like seafood, dude, as disgusting as it may look. We've got this thing in Honduras, in Central America, also El Salvador, Nicaragua. We've got this thing called curiles. This thing looks disgusting. Disgusting. And you can find it in the most disgusting type of places. But it is so good. Let me open this one in a new tab. So yeah, this is some type of disgusting seafood from Central America, dude. But it's really good. I'm pretty sure I would eat that stuff from the UK. Don't know what it looks like. It's not in a bowl. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what that is, but we eat this. Yeah, let me open this one in a new window. Yeah, this is found in the most disgusting type of swamps close to the sea. They are in the middle of the mud, and you have to eat them fresh. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I eat this and I like this, so I'm pretty sure I would not have a problem with that British food that Curry mentioned. Ramshan says at least that's prepared and not in a can. Yeah, and you have to eat it fresh too. This is like from the mud to your mouth. Yeah, you put lemon in it and other stuff, right? Some vegetables and stuff, but it goes directly to your mouth from the mud. Yeah. Let me show you where this is found. Yeah, in the mangroves. Yeah, this is where where they get it, here in Honduras, in the mangroves, in really horrible mangroves. It's a disgusting place to go and find food, but people eat a lot of that, and it's really good. Even if it's not in a can, it does look disgusting, dude, because it comes from the mud, from like literal pinky mud in these mangroves. So if I eat that, dude, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have a problem with that British food. I am that type of pig. Okay, what was I gonna do? Yeah, let me see this cuboid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the rotor. Yeah, let me move this one. Okay, let's do this one. I'm just gonna make one and then I'm gonna duplicate that one. I'm gonna make it like that, I think. Yeah, let's do this one like this. How many rotors do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6, right? Yeah. Are we gonna go for 6? Yeah, I suppose 6 is cool. Yeah, let's go for 6 then. This one would be less tall. Kurt says the English also has what? Dude, this sounds very suspicious. What is that? That first word is very suspicious. Okay, but it's real, right? It's real. I thought you were trolling. It's called a Crocotile soup. Yeah. Looks good, dude. This looks like a good type of soup. I would eat this also. Yeah, there are not many things I wouldn't eat. What is one thing that I wouldn't eat? That it would like cross the threshold of being disgusting for me. I don't know. But there are a couple of things that would really cross the threshold. But I can eat a lot of crazy things. What is like the craziest thing that you've eaten, people in the chat? Chris says, don't forget, what is that? What is this one? What is that made of? It looks good, dude. Hulen's kink. It looks good. What is this made of? Made of smoked haddock. It's fish. I would eat this, dude. This doesn't look bad to me. I would definitely eat this. Crabton says only food I don't like is oysters. I like oysters, dude. Yeah, so yeah. What would be like way too fucking crazy for me, dude? Let me think about what would be too crazy for me. I don't know, dude. But there are a couple of, yeah. I like oysters. Yeah. Could someone give an example of some type of crazy food that you have tried, but you're pretty sure I wouldn't like? Let's go for an extreme example. Chris says, yeah, the last two probably taste good. They just have silly names. They do have silly names, but they do look good, dude. Yeah, I would definitely eat that type of food. Okay, yeah, I would say that is the right sizing for the rotor. Let me add a couple of subdivisions. Ramshin says, would you eat? Let me see what that is. Kurt says, I had shark steak once. I would try shark, dude. It wouldn't be disgusting for me. It is not common where I live. It is illegal, I would say. Yeah, to eat shark around here. Oh, what the... Oh, what is this? Ramshin, yes, I'm pretty sure I would not eat this. Yeah. I would not eat this. Yes, Crimeshine. Did you try this? Crimeshine mentioned this thing called balut. Balut is a duck egg, fertilized duck egg with the bird inside. Yes, dude, I would not eat this. I would definitely not eat this balut thing. Did you try this, dude? Kurt says dried bear sausage. The bear is just a regular mammal, dude. So I do not think it would be much different than other mammals, right? Like the meat and stuff. It's not common. We do not have bears here in my country, by the way. Yeah, we do not have bears, dude. Yeah, no, we do not have bears. So I wouldn't even be able to try it. And I would assume it wouldn't be as good as beef, right? But it would be edible. That thing that Grimshane mentioned is crazy. I would not try that one. Grimshane says have not and will not try. Yeah, no, I would not try that one. That would really cross the threshold for me. Chris says it's a mammal, but it's an omnivore. Yeah, but the meat wouldn't be that different, right? In many ways. The taste wouldn't be disgusting. Yeah, but yeah, Grimeshine mentioned a good example of crossing the threshold of crazy ass food that I would definitely do not eat. I'm pretty sure I would eat bugs first before eating that one. Kurt says non-herbivorous animals taste way different from cows and sheep and whatnot. I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure, just like deer and reindeer and stuff and all of these kind of things. But they wouldn't be disgusting. And when they are cooked, they just look like meat, like cooked meat. There's nothing disgusting on how it looks, right? But that thing that Grimeshine said, what is this, Grimeshine? That sounds like a dinosaur, dude. What is this, dude? Are you googling like disgusting foods and sending them into the chat? This is from the Philippines. This is yeah, it says it is let me see the English. Nah, this is in Spanish. Let me find the English version of this. Dinuguan is a Filipino savory stew, usually of pork offal. Typically lungs, kidneys, intestines, heart, and snout, or meat simmered in a rich, spicy dark gravy of pig blood, garlic, chili, and vinegar. Corey says not disgusting, but very tough. Graham says balut is from Philippines as well. How do you know these foods, dude? I would definitely do not try balut. But this one, yes, dude. I would try this one, dude. I am very sorry, vegetarian people. Only hands if you're still there, dude. I am very sorry about this conversation. It must be shitty to be part of this conversation, right? But this one, yeah, I would try it. Grimeshane. Yeah. This Dinug one. IGS Ghost, how are you, my friend? Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. How has life treated you lately? Thanks for coming. Chris says, I tried menudo once. That was really weird and gross. You all agree, right? No, no, I do not agree with that. Menudos are the best part of the chicken. I do not agree with that one. Yeah, see, dude, I'm a pig. I'm a certified pig. Yeah, I like those. Curry. Yeah. So see, dude, I am crazy. Chris says, I know people like it. I like menudos too. Yeah, I do like those. Chris says, I just don't. No, I know that many people do not like them. Yeah, I really know a lot of people don't like them. It's not like really common. Many people find them disgusting, but... And I found them disgusting when I was growing up, dude. I just saw that thing and I was like, oh my god, that looks horrible. But then one time I tried it, and oh, I was like, where have you been all of my life? They are good. Grimchen says, have you had bone marrow? No, I have not. This is beef bone marrow from the cow. Chris says, I'm talking about the soup called menudo, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh, it's a different thing, and I also like that one. Yes, this shit is disgusting, Curry. It is disgusting, and it tastes very, very good. We call it, yeah, yeah. So in Mexico, it's called menudo. In Central America, this is called mondongo, and it's really, really good. Do not look for what this is, people. Yeah, if you're a vegetarian, do not Google that one. Curtis says, I haven't had bone marrow, but I do want to try it sometime. Yeah, I haven't tried that one. Grimson says, it's bomb. I scooped it right now from bone onto toast. Oh, really, dude? No, I didn't know. So it's from the beef, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I have never had that one. Yeah. No, I have never had this one. Yeah, the bone marrow from the beef. But I would try it. Yeah, it doesn't cross the threshold for me. Yo, Corey, I know that one, the one that you mentioned, menudo. For us, it's called mondongo. It's another word, but it's the same thing. I know, dude. That is disgusting. But it tastes really good. Yeah, dude, we humans are crazy. It is what it is. Okay, let me add a couple of loop cuts here. Let me add another loop cut on this axis. I think that would be enough. I would assume, nah, I would say two loop cuts here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make one of these ones. Nothing fancy. Okay, let me move this whole thing here. Curtis says, It's like if people made pozole and ask themselves, what if we put the weird gross parts in it too? Exactly, dude. That was the process of inventing many of these foods. What if we put the most disgusting part of the animal that we killed, we put it into the soup? That was the process of inventing many of these dishes. And those weren't bad ideas. As disgusting as it may sound, dude, for many people, especially vegetarian, is like, if only Hans is still watching, she must be like, these fucking pigs. Yeah. But yeah, dude, the most disgusting parts of certain animals end up being really good foods. Chris says, not all gross, but have you ever tried quesabirrias? Yeah, dude. No, those are not gross. I have tried quesabirrias. I love quesabirrias. I love tacos de birria also. Like, really, really like those. One of my favorite foods. Yeah. Do you also like tacos de birria? Who else has tried tacos de birria here? Okay, let me see. Okay, let's hide everything else. And I'm gonna select all of these vertices and I'm gonna resize this. Curses, I like birria a lot. Yeah, birria is good, dude. Yeah, see, exactly. This is the type of things that it's good, dude. Yeah, that is a good part of the Mexican gastronomy, the food, right? Okay, let me select all of this. Okay, did I? What? Okay. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I hadn't tried birria when I was growing up. It was not common here in my country. But then it got very, very trendy in these last few years. And everybody loves it. We had the regular Mexican tacos, like the normal ones. I grew up eating those ones. But birria, I tried it until I was older, because it was not something that you could find here in Honduras. So it's a new thing. It's from these last few years, this birria recipe. I know it's an older thing in Mexico, but it wasn't common here. Okay, let me see. How? Yeah. Yeah, let me add this one, this subdivision. Gramscian says chilaquiles. Yeah, dude. And chilaquiles have different type of... There are different type of chilaquiles. Chris says the beef is still good, but it's not the same. I love chilaquiles. Me too, dude. Yeah. Let me see what Google shows us when I Google chilaquiles. Yeah. Yeah. I love chilaquiles. I've tried different type of chilaquiles, different type of recipes. Yeah, some have egg on top of it, some do not have egg, some are made of chicken, some are made of beef. Chilaquiles are good. How do people... Yeah, they are different in Honduras. They are the same thing. It's fried tortilla, right? But in Honduras, it seems like they are made in a different way. I've tried both the Honduran and the Mexican chilaquiles. Chilaquiles are good, dude. Oh, yeah. Where do you get these things, Crime Chain? Do you have like your special Mexican place? It's like a good Mexican restaurant in Seattle? Or have you cooked them with only hands? Okay, let me add a subdivision here. This direction. Yeah. Corey, have you ever tried to cook chilaquiles, or you bought them on the restaurant? Okay, let's resize this on this axis. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Awesome. So let's select the whole thing. Check it out. So how does this one go? Yeah. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, let me see this one from this axis. Versus my grandma usually just makes them with onions and queso fresco. I never made them myself, but I could. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that chilaquiles, there are so many types of chilaquiles. Yeah, different type of recipes. Each country has their own type of chilaquiles. Originally they're from Mexico, right? But each country has their own thing. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let's see this one. Would this be the axis of the rotation? Gramsci says lots of good spots in Seattle. Nah, I don't cook that kind of food really. Yeah, so a lot of good Mexican places in Seattle, or Latin American places, I would assume, right? Which other Latin American food is there in a place like Seattle, or where you live, Curry, in California? Something that would not be that common. Venezuelan food? Have you tried Venezuelan food? Or Colombian food? Arepas? Have you heard of that one? Grimshan says lots of good spot. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, let me see this one. This rotation 65. This one we're gonna do minus 65. Okay, there it is. Let me rotate this, and I am gonna mirror this one. Flip this on Z. No. Flip this on Y. Yes. And there it is. We've got the rotor now. Should we group this one? Yeah, I'm gonna group this one. I am not gonna merge it yet. I'm just gonna group it right now. Okay, let me see this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yeah, no duplicates. Awesome. This one's gonna be a rotor. Check it out, people. Hell yeah. The plane is looking like a plane. Should I duplicate this already? I think so. Okay, let's flip this on X. No. Flip this on V. Yes. There it is. Curry says there's El Salvadorian restaurants around where you live. Yeah, so pupusas, right? A lot of pupusa places. Yeah, because El Salvador has other type of food, but this is like their special type of food, pupusas. Oh, the plane is looking good, people. Looks like a plane. I would have to do an extrusion around here, right? Yeah, because this is gonna be for 2 passengers on the cockpit. Have you ever been to Latin America, Curry? Crimeshine, you have to come to El Salvador, dude. I am gonna bully you until you agree to come to El Salvador with only hands. If you agree, I am gonna hop on a bus, dude, to El Salvador. I promise. I promise. This is gonna be recorded until the end of time, uploaded into YouTube. People, I am promising this live. Crimeshine, if you say that you're gonna come to El Salvador with only hands, I am hopping on a fucking bus, dude, just to meet you. So I am gonna bully you until you agree. Only hands says bully him. Yes, let's bully him so he comes to El Salvador to eat pupusas. Curry says Florida has a lot of Cuban restaurants, not that I've ever been. Yeah, a lot of Cuban people in Florida, and Cuban food is really good. Curry says never been further south than San Diego, so close, right? Close to San Diego, close to Latin America, close to Tijuana. Grimes says that's love, dude. You gotta. I am not joking, people. If this guy comes to El Salvador with only hands, I am hopping on a bus and I am gonna go and meet him. I am not joking, dude. I am saying this from the heart. So you gotta take this seriously, dude. This is a matter of life and death. You gotta start saving. You gotta start planning. I am sorry, dude, about putting you in this position, but we gotta go surfing in El Salvador or some type of shit like that. Karen says I only left the country for the first time last year. Oh, when you went to France, right? Yeah, you went to a good place to leave the country, dude. That was a fun place to go for the first time. Okay, people, the plane is looking like a plane. What about the gears? Yeah. These wings. Yeah, let me add those wings, those vertical wings. Only Hans, I told you I was gonna bully him. I'm very sorry, dude, but it would be a really good plan if you came down to El Salvador. I would hop on a bus, dude. We would go partying and surfing and eating pupusas. The non-vegetarian ones, dude. Yeah, we could even bully Only Hans to eat chicken and beef and chicharrón pupusas, pork pupusas. Yeah, we could bully her. So it sounds like a plan, dude. You should think about it seriously. Think about it. We're not joking, people. I'm a clown on these streams, but this is some serious matter. Oh shit, Grimes has gotta get mad at me because I'm pretty sure Only Hans has tried to bully him. So now I'm getting on this train, on the high train. Only Hans says, "I'll eat meat if you both come with me to El Salvador." Okay, Grimes. People are making promises in chat. Chat is making promises today. It would be really cool. El Salvador is really cool. I know it's been on the news and shit and everything, and they put themselves in a stupid ass position with all of this Trump stuff. But the country is a fun place to go. Just like Honduras. Many of these countries have a lot of social problems, but they are fun places to go. They have good tourism, they have good vibes, they are very chill. So yeah, El Salvador is a really cool place to go. Oh, Chris says, "Are you a vegetarian?" Yes, Only Hans is a vegetarian. Yeah. So this is a big promise, dude. If she's saying this is a big promise coming from Only Hans, saying that she's gonna eat the pork pupusas if Grimeshine comes to El Salvador. Okay, let me see. How would we approach these ones? Did I model them from scratch or not? This doesn't look like a bad idea. Yeah, let me see the references. Are they in the back? Yeah. Only Hans says, yeah, the curry, yeah. He's a vegetarian. So this is a serious matter, dude. If she's saying that she would eat pupusas, pork pupusas, if Grimeshine came to El Salvador, it's serious, as serious as it may get. Grimeshine must be like, this motherfucker putting me in this corner. I'm sorry, dude, but I hope that you decide one of these days to come. It would be cool, dude. End of year, something like that. All of us drinking margaritas, eating pupusas in the Salvadorian Pacific coast. Sounds like a movie, dude. Chris says, "My girlfriend's dad and sister are too. So when I made tamales for them, I had to use butter instead of lard and made fried tofu mole filling for them. They were actually great." That is really cool, dude. Yeah, that's really cool. So you can cook well, right? You can cook well. You're a good cook. You're a chef. Because this is not the first time that you tell me that you made food, and food that is not easy to cook. Okay, yeah, these wings are not a bad idea in that way. Let me see this from the front. Yeah, let me see. Flip on this axis. Nah. Conform. Flip on this axis. Flip on Z. Nah. Form. Flip on Y. Okay. There it is. Only Hans says sounds fire. Yeah. Yeah, that type of food sounds fire. Latin American food is really good. Just says, if you put me in a restaurant kitchen, I would die. Yeah, I think many of us would die, dude. That doesn't mean that you are not a good person cooking. Okay, transform, flip on Z. Yeah. This plane is looking cool, people. Shit, I didn't. It's not because I am making it. It's because I think it looks cool. I like the geometry of the plane. Looks very interesting. I'm excited about how this is starting to turn out. Let me see. Okay, so this one should be smaller, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's resize this one on this axis. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to move them then. Ah, yeah, it's easy. Yeah, now Latin American food is good. A lot of Latin American food is disgusting because it comes from disgusting places of certain animals, like the cow or the pork and stuff. But it tastes good. Yeah, as disgusting as it may be, the process of getting it or cooking it, it is good type of food. Okay, yeah, let's think about the lower gears and stuff. Okay, let me think about this. How do these ones look when they are... Yeah, let me see the reference. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. That is a tricky one. Chris says, I think my girlfriend fell in love with me because I taught her about Pico de Gallo. Oh, really, dude? Props to you. That is a good way of making someone fall in love with you. That is a good way, dude. Through love with you. That is through food and through cooking and stuff. Yeah. So if someone's wondering what Pico de Gallo is, it's this thing. We call it here in Honduras, this would be... Yeah, it's the same thing. Chismol. Yeah. Good thing, dude. You can put this in anything. In many foods, you can put this thing. First stream broke for a second. Really, dude? Shit, my internet. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, so yeah, I was talking about Pico de Gallo and how this is called Chismol here in Honduras. Yeah, it's got a different name. Many foods are the same thing, but they have different names in different Latin American countries. And this is a good way of making someone fall in love with you, dude. So props to you. That was a good plan, dude. Was that your plan? To make your girlfriend fall in love with you through cooking? Ah, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. Let me copy this image. Yeah, I'm doing the wheels. Yeah, the gears. Yeah, I'm doing the wheels. Yeah, the gears. Ah, that is really cool. That is a nice mechanism. Ah, but it's got the ones on the sides also. Ah, but this one not. Let me see how it is in the anime. And the anime doesn't have it on the wings. I could do it in that way. I could not. But it's interesting. Let me see the shinden. How does the shinden do it? Yeah. Shinden. It says, but happy it happened nonetheless. No, it wasn't the plan. But happy it happened nonetheless. Good for you. Good for you that the plan worked, even if it wasn't the plan. Shinden plane. Yeah. It's more fragile. Yeah, the wheels on this one. And I like more the other mechanism. I could go with the maybe. Let's see with which one we go. Let's start modeling a couple of these wheels and stuff. Yeah. So at least we could, before ending the stream, we could see not the finished plane, but we could see it with the lighting inside Unreal Engine. At least having a couple of placeholder gears there and stuff. Yeah, let me see. Let's create add a mesh, cuboid, cylinder. Yeah. So this one. Dude, I am hungry now. Dead. Shouldn't be hungry. I shouldn't be eating after this stream. It is way too late for me to be eating. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up eating because I am stupid. And yeah, any type of conversation that has to do with food, yeah, I end up getting cooked by my mind. Okay, let me see size. This one 16 on this one, on this axis 8 on this axis. Okay, so we're gonna go with 20 I think on this axis, 20 on this one, maybe 24 on this axis. Yeah, 24. Nah, that is too big. We're gonna go with 20. Let me add a subdivision here. Yeah, a couple of loop cuts on this axis. Okay, there it is. And now I am gonna select all of that one and do this. Yeah, see, now it looks like a wheel. I'm not gonna make this very detailed. Pretty sure we're not gonna make this very detailed, so I'm not gonna overthink it. Let me see the references. Something simple. Simple plain wheels. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we've got the extrusion there. Let me see. Yeah, let me add an inset here. Yeah, okay, there it is. So now I can extrude this one on -1. Yeah. Oh yeah. -2. Would -2 be too much? No, I think it's good. Yeah, -2 or -1.5. Yeah, we're gonna go with -1.5. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let me move that one there to the center of this. Let me see this one from the front. Oh my god, I love planes. It's so sad that planes, the best planes of the world, are killing machines, but they are so fucking good, dude. Oh my god, when I see an F-22, an F-35 killing machines of death. Indeed, but the engineering behind them, yeah, it's like magic. Chris says the wheels alone need at least 10,000 triangles. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful with the wheels because they are not that important, and you can get crazy with those type of meshes that aren't even important and end up adding a lot of geometry to something that isn't even needed. Yeah, you are not wrong on the wheels. Okay, let me see that mechanism. Yeah. Okay, so how does that one is like when it's on the ground. So I gotta decide. Yeah, I gotta decide this. Let me see. Yeah, I'm thinking, people. Yeah, let me see if I turn all of this into its own group. Yeah, let me see this. Are you buggy today? BlockBench. Grimes says, okay, my dude, have a good night. Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. It was fun, dude, talking about disgusting food. We should talk soon. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy it and have a good rest. Bye bye to you only and only Hans. Thank you as always. By the way, before you leave, and anyone else who's watching, only Hans says Hawks. Talk to you soon. Check it out, people. This is what Grimeshine got me. I am not joking. This guy really bought me this shit. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Props to you. This is some epic retro keyboard that Grimeshine gave to me, and I wanted to thank you, dude, on one of the streams. So thank you, dude. It is epic. The best keyboard I have worked on in my life. This is the best keyboard. I'm not joking. It is smooth as butter. Curtis says nice keyboard. Yes, dude, it is a nice keyboard. It's smooth like butter. Grimeshine says that's sick. It is sick, dude. Best keyboard I've used in my life. It feels like I was born again, dude, going from the previous keyboard I was using to this one. Grimeshine says congratulations. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wanted to thank you on the stream also. Have a good rest of your night, both you and only Hans. Bye bye. And yeah, I'm gonna leave in like 10 minutes also. So if you're staying on Twitch, people, rest of you that aren't going to sleep yet, do not leave, because I'm gonna go and raid someone, a fellow game developer. Yeah, in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go for the 3 hours, and then I'm gonna find someone to go and support. Okay, so I'm thinking if I should rotate the whole plane or the wheels. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I have not decided yet. I may rotate the whole thing. Yeah, add group. Yes, but should I just move everything inside the group? Is that the way of doing that? Can we make subgroups here? Yeah, we can have subgroups. You cannot see that because I'm working here in the outliner here in BlockBench, but that's what I'm setting up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I can rotate the whole group. There's a fly flying around. Okay, let's rotate this one. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. If the wheels are, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I would go for that one. For the wheels, this wheel being higher than the other one, making the plane go higher than the ones on the back and stuff. Yeah, we would have these ones on the sides. Yeah, would those ones be smaller? Yeah, those ones would be smaller, right? Or not, or maybe not. Or maybe yes, just for the sake of things looking a bit more clean, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so let me add, I'm gonna just add a placeholder right now. Like this mechanism. I don't know how am I gonna do it yet. Let me add a placeholder of this. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, let me see. Let's resize this one in this way. Okay, awesome. Yeah. That is not how this is gonna look, people. No, it looks bad. I'm just trying to see like the placement of things. Yeah. Okay, that one would go there. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the rotation of the whole plane. How tall it would be from the ground. Yeah, it would be less tall from the ground. Yeah, way lower. Let me move this one, and this one. Okay, let's move them. Yeah, something like that. And so I would make this one lower. Let me select this face also, move both of those lower. Yeah, that would be like the space between the fuselage and the ground. I would say not too high, not too low. Right. Yeah, let me see these ones. Yeah, would be something like that. Let me export this. I just want to see how this looks with the Unreal Engine lighting. This is not the final plane, people, but I want to see how it looks before ending the stream. Okay, let's see this one. OBJ BM plane 1. Let's save it. Let's go back into Unreal. We're just gonna place it here. Yeah, let's just place it here. Yeah, overworld vehicles. This one's gonna be planes. I'm gonna name this one plane 1. Let's import the mesh. Okay, real Spaceman Memories, planes and 1. Okay, let's bring it here. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Okay, let me see this one. What is the scale of this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not that one, so I'm gonna have to try it again. So yeah, this is how it looks right now. Small ass fucking plane. Small ass fucking plane. Or says keep it that size. It would be okay for someone like me in real life, dude. That size. Yeah. But no, I cannot keep it that size. Okay, re-import this shit. Would it be 100? Let's see. Unreal Engine, did you crash? No, it didn't crash. Okay, 100 is too much. So it would be something like 80, I suppose, right? Okay, let me see this one to the pixels. Okay. Yeah, so 100 is way too much. Yeah, it must be like 80, I suppose, right? Yeah. Nah, 80 is still way too much. The train is like the reference. Chris has never talked to me or my son ever again. What are you talking about? Is this from a movie? I'm pretty sure this is from a movie, right? And I am just lost and I cannot remember the quote. Oh yeah, it's like 50, it seems. Something like 50. Yeah, which movie is this one, by the way, dude? Okay, it's a bit too tall, I would say. Yeah, I would still keep playing with that proportion of it. Maybe a bit too big also, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Yeah, it would be too tall. I would have to keep tweaking the placement of the wheels. Yeah, yeah, it would be something like 45 on the scaling or 50. Now it seems too small, so it definitely would have to be 50. Yeah, we were okay with 50. Okay, let me see 50 on this one. Let's import it again. Chris, it's the penguins from Mario 64. Oh, I didn't remember that quote. The penguins. Yeah. Oh, Unreal Engine. It's good that I didn't do anything important today because it's crashed. Yeah, dude, I didn't remember this quote from the penguins. Yeah, send and close. Let's open this again before we end the stream. Those penguins, dude. Poor penguins. Yeah, I remember the penguin that... You had to bring the penguins to the big mom, right? Yeah. That was a good world, dude. Which is the latest Mario you have played, Curry? Okay, we're gonna wait for Unreal Engine to load. While it loads, yeah, let's change the proportions of this. Yeah, so this one and this one and this one would go closer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, something like that. Let me move these faces. Chris says it's the penguin from Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder is the latest one you've played. Which was Mario Wonder, dude? Yeah. No, I didn't play. I haven't played this one. This is the newest one, right? 2023. Yeah, I didn't play this one. Yeah. Yeah, I had already sold my Switch when this one came out. Because I was way too poor to keep it. Let's hope that on Spaceman Memories sells well, dude, so I can get a Switch 2 when I release the game. Okay. And we can I could play Mario Wonder for the OBJ. Let's export this one. Let's get back to Unreal. Where are you, Unreal? Did you load, dude? They're taking a lot to load, Unreal Engine. Is it gonna restore things? Let's see if it restores anything. Okay, 3 hours already. Do not leave, people. If you're on Twitch, I'm gonna go and raid a fellow game developer. Curry says, here's hoping. Yes, dude, thank you. Here's hoping that I can make some good cash so I can get the Switch 2 when I release Spaceman Memories. That would be a really cool thing, dude. And in the future, also, the dream would be to release Spaceman Memories on the Switch 2. So I hope that that could happen, dude. It's not easy to get into the Nintendo ecosystem, as I've said it in the past. But maybe if this game sells well on Steam or Epic Game Store, that could open the door for that. I hope so. Okay, let me see. Let's open up the map. So we can at least see the proportion of the plane before ending the stream. Yeah. It's loading. It's loading, people. On the other monitor. Okay, it loaded. Let's see. Do we have the plane there? Okay, we lost the plane. No, here it is. Here it is. We just gotta re-import it. Chris says make a Gorillion dollars. It would be really cool, dude, to make a Gorillion dollar. I try to be cautiously optimistic, dude, because yeah, it's just my nature. But it would be really cool to make a Gorillion dollars nonetheless. Okay, people, so this is how the proportions of the plane look right now versus Unreal wants the tiny plane. It does seem, yeah, so this would be the proportion. Yeah, it's looking like what I had on my mind. Let me change the collision. Yeah, let's save this one. Let's go into gameplay, and there it is, people. We've got the start of the plane. I'm gonna keep working on this. It already looks like something, so I'm very happy about it. I'll keep working on it and hope to see you when I am back. When I'm back here on Twitch and on YouTube. Please do not forget to subscribe and follow, and also add my game Spaceman Memories to your wishlist on Steam and Epic Game Store. I would really appreciate it. You can find the links there in the chat, and do not leave, because I'm gonna go and find a fellow game developer to raid. Who is live today? Let's see who's live of the friends. We've got Brightside Movement, F90 Pepper, Kick 6, Rico Clone, and Trap First. Okay, we've got a couple of people that we know. If I do not find someone new friend to make, we're gonna go with one of the people that we already know. So let me go into the raid browser. Who's making games? Who's someone that I haven't raided before? Let's see if I can find someone that I haven't raided before. Yeah. Okay, it seems like most people are doing software development today. Not many game devs. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with someone I know, it seems. Ben. Okay, I do not know this guy. Trying to make a side project on Unreal Engine 5.5. Okay, I'm gonna go and raid. I am a cage, I think. Yeah. Okay, starting a raid. Have a good rest of your night, people. Appreciate it. Bye bye. Okay.